I believe it's actually day 250, maybe 249. I didn't check. So, today is Sunday. Happy Sunday. And it is also the 7th of September. And it is hashtag reflections, which means I'm reflecting on my day and I'm sharing with you how I start the day, and you are part of how I wind down my day. So I started the day with communion, and communion, again, is the best part of waking up, having communion and being in the hub community, which I'm a part of, and getting to moderate. So that's also fun. It's definitely fun. Hello, next bot. And I know you're a real person now. So after that, I actually took care of my mother because I care for my mom, and went to church with my grandson and my middle grandson and my middle daughter. So that's always fun. We had what's called International Friend Day. So we had different nations that showed their countries and had different tables just displaying their arts and history about their nations. It was great. We had a lot of African nations, we had some Asian nations. We had a Bishop Tutu come by from Nigeria, I believe. So a lot of African nations. It was good. And because I'm doing a 21 day, I wasn't able to partake of all the delicacies, but yeah, they looked good. And I love artwork, so a lot of the art that I saw, I loved. I just wanted to purchase some things, but it wasn't anything for sale. It was just to show and educate. So yeah, I saw a lot of things that I like. I like the artwork. There was jewelry, all kinds of things there. And so after that, I had planned to go show an apartment all the way in Seattle, but traffic was pretty snarly. So I told the owner that, she could show it, and traffic was just too bad for me to go there and get stuck in traffic and spend 5 hours on the road. So she ended up showing it, and they want to rent. So I'm about to submit their application, and I wish it was that easy for sales as it is for this particular rental, but it's in the Seattle market. So a lot of people like the Seattle market. And it happens to be a apartment that's near a train or bus line, so it's a good fit. So I do have how are you doing, Rob? I do have a couple of other rentals and homes for sale that I need to kick it up a notch and get some marketing and gear. So that's what my day was like today. I did plan to do some juicing, but I didn't get the juicing done as I planned. But one thing I found out about my juicing, I did get a lot of, oops, ouch. I just pulled the earring right out of my ear. I got a lot of a lot of vegetables from one of my neighbors. And my husband told me that the neighbor told him that because the produce looked so big, I was curious about it. They said that they use grass clippings on the. How are you doing, Marissa? And Maria? Yeah, they said they use grass clippings on the vegetables. So I was looking at them, and I was starting to see this white substance come out of them, and I was like, ooh, I don't think I better use these. Yeah, that yeah. Uh, I decided well, my husband decided to throw all of them away. I mean, they looked good, right, on the outside, but then I let them sit out, and I started seeing black specks and white phosphorus come out. I was like, ooh, I don't think that's how natural vegetables decompose, right? It just looked weird. So I went back to what been doing all the time, using my own garden and things that I purchased that are organic. So yeah, just better safe than sorry. Everything that looks good is not good, right? Right? It looks so good. I have these big, juicy tomatoes, big squash, cucumbers, everything. It just looks so good. But they were like huge. I mean, huge, right? One neighbor his is really huge, but his doesn't decompose the same way. He doesn't use grass clippings in his garden. He uses, I guess natural ingredients, but yeah. So I learned that today, and I was like, ooh, I'm throwing away all the juices that I had made with those particular things. But I did do something healthy for myself and my family today. I did what I call everything but the kitchen sink. I took all the vegetables that I have and I did a little bit of fruit too. I put pineapple in it and I made a stir fry with two different squashes, mushrooms, onions, ginger, turmeric, carrots, broccoli, cauliflower, spinach. It was a little bit, oh, fennel. I like fennel too. Oh gosh, pretty much everything but the kitchen sink in there. And I did do a picture of it, and maybe I'll post it on here. I took a picture of it. It's beautiful, and it actually tasted quite good. I did do a little seasoning and a little oregano and a little bit of, tiny bit of salt. Trying to stay away from the salt because hypertension happens to be something that I'm getting away from right now. So that's my day. I hope you had a great day, amazing day. Um, yes. How do you go live? Live. Oh, how do I go live? Um, Once you have 50 subscribers, you can go live. So if you don't have 50 subscribers, then you just want to increase your subscribers, start asking friends and family to subscribe, right? You can ask people on here to subscribe, right? I don't mind you doing that. If you want to say something about what your channel, oh, okay. Okay, I'm going to close this because someone said something derogatory, and we don't do that on this channel. We don't do this on this channel. So you have 60 subscribers. On my other account, I got two accounts. I have 60 accounts. Whoa, that's a lot of accounts. So just the one account that you have at least 50 subscribers, you should be able to go live. There may be some other things that you need to do, but I believe that's the minimum to be able to go live is 50 subscribers. So hi, Galactic, Mimsy, and Ebony Neal. Hello. I hope you guys are having a wonderful Sunday. I just shared what I made today, but what I didn't share is Proverbs 7. So each day I share Proverbs that has to do with the day of the month, and also I switch versions. So this month I'm doing ESV, and in Proverbs 7 it talks about warnings against the adulteress. So the whole chapter is about various warnings about the adulteress. Is basically saying don't even put yourself in a situation where you might be tempted by adultery. So no, I'm almost done. Okay, it's time for me to get tricky. Only one account though, but I do get 60. Okay, so I go to you forever. I'll have to check out your channel. Let me see if I can. You got 5 subscribers right now. Oh, so you have several accounts. Let's see. I'm trying to. Oh, you got me 5 subscribers today? Well, thank you, whoever subscribed today. I was trying to see. You go to whatever. I was trying to see what your channel. I don't know if I can go to your channel while I'm on, but yeah, I believe 50 is the magic ticket. And then after you start going live, what I'm in the process of doing is increasing my subscriber count, because once you hit 500 and you have so much watch time, right? There's always new things. Everybody like to give her 100 likes. Oh, is it possible to have generational wealth? And if so, how can someone achieve that? That is my oil, so to speak. I love talking about generational wealth because I believe that if you don't have generational wealth, you can start by creating it in your generation, right? Because sometimes your parents or your grandparents and your previous ancestors may not have had the wealth, or maybe they have. And it's just a matter of knowing where you come from and then growing where you come from, right? Growing in wisdom and knowledge and insight and skill sets, and just continue to grow as long as you keep an open mind and keep an open heart and ask God for the downloads, right? God will give you wisdom and insight, right? He gives witty ideas, inventions. You think people who have had wealth just stumbled upon it? I don't think so. I think they were open to being creative, right? The creativity that, God blessed us with. So, but I also think that God can give you insight and wisdom so that you can have wealth, right? But I believe wealth is not just for us, it's for others, right? And to expand the kingdom, right? Expand the kingdom of God. That's what I believe wealth is for. So I am going to sign off because I told my husband I would go to bed early. All right, you guys have a pleasant dream. And tomorrow is first day of school for my grandson. So praying for all the children who are going to school. I believe it's just what is it? Not preschool. Elementary school. Yeah, elementary school is starting tomorrow here in Washington State. So praying for all those children, grandchildren, children going to school, minors going to school. Just pray that, God blesses the schools because they need it. They need it. They need it. All right. Peace and blessings. Good night. I won't pull my earring off this time. All right. Bye. Bye bye. Do you live in Las Vegas? Nope, nope, nope. Have an amazing night and have an amazing first day of school if you're in school. All right. Bye bye.